Hebrew. What do we understand by the word Hebrew? A certain land? People indigenous to a certain land? A certain culture? A certain religion? Who are the Hebrews, and what does this word mean? To understand this word in context, we have to look at where it was first used in the Bible. The biblical word for Hebrew is Ivri or Ibrim, which means to traverse, to pass over, or to cross over. The word Hebrew was first used in the Bible for Abraham when he crossed the Euphrates River. Abraham was native to Ur, the land presently known as Iraq. Abraham had many enemies, and for the safety of his life, God promised him a land where he and his children would be secure from the enemies. So Abraham traveled to the land of Canaan, which is the land of the Philistines. Therefore, the natives of Canaan, the Philistines, addressed Abraham as a Hebrew, the one who crossed over. In other words, Abraham was a foreigner or alien to the land of Philistine. Although the God assured Abraham safety from his enemies in the land of the Philistines, Abraham was still bound by the law of the land, ruled by the Abimelech, and required Abimelech's permission to settle in the land. Abimelech was the generic name given to all Philistine kings. The Abimelech allowed Abraham and his family to live on his land. The Abimelech asked Abraham to swear to him before God that Abraham would not deal falsely with him or his children or his descendants, the Philistines, and that Abraham would show kindness to the Philistines just as Abimelech had shown kindness to him, as Abraham was alien to Philistine. And Abraham swore to it. While Abraham was living in Philistine with his family, he dug a well of water without the permission of Abimelech, which resulted in Abimelech's forces seizing his well. So Abraham went to the Abimelech and asked him to return the well to him, and as homage set aside 7 lambs for the well. Abimelech took the 7 lambs as the price of the well and let Abraham have the well. Thus, a treaty was made between them. That place became known as Beersheba, or Well of the Oath. Abraham and his sons lived in the land of the Philistines for a long time, and later, his eldest son, Ishmael, migrated down south to the desert of Paran, and after the death of Abraham, his sons Ishmael and Isaac buried him in the field of Ephron, which Abraham had negotiated and purchased from the Philistines. Generations later, the descendants of Abraham were still living in the land of the Philistines. However, during the time of Joseph, the son of Abraham's grandson Jacob, whom the God named Israel, and from whom descended, the children of Israel left this land of the Philistines during drought and famine, and migrated to Egypt looking for better livelihood and future. So, are the Hebrews indigenous to the land of Philistine? No. Abraham, the first Hebrew, traveled to the land of the Philistines. In Philistine, he began a new life by the permission of the king of the Philistines, the Abimelech, promising to live in peace with the people of Philistine and never harm the indigenous people of this land. And the children of Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, etc., were born in Philistine. Did the God give possession of this land to Abraham and his children for free? No. Abraham did not make a claim that God had given him the land, or seized the land by force. He and his children settled in the land, had to work for their own livelihood, and pay for every single thing, for their land, for their water, and for the burial of Abraham. Abraham and his children lived in the land of Philistine, abiding by the law of Philistine. Like, share, and subscribe to Truth Shall Prevail.